at least in the military and in most businesses I've worked in or run, I have a mantra around this idea of a feedback loop of continuous improvement, which is essentially a culture, a cadence of regular briefing and debriefing. And you're a military man yourself, Doug. This is not speaking French to you, but in my mind, briefing essentially says, you know what? You may be the best and the brightest fighter pilot in the world. You could have the greatest ideas or tactics or plans in your head. But as a leader, if you haven't found a way to communicate your great plans, your great ideas to the people who are going to be flying with you, or of course, in the business world, the people who are either working for you or with you, then all of your ideas will be for naught because you'll be flying solo and so will your wingman. And that's why when fighter pilots get ready to fly any kind of mission, whether it's a 1-hour training mission or a 6-hour combat mission, even though we've been preparing for hours for our missions, or in so many cases, we've been preparing for days or even weeks for our missions, just before we get ready to take off, or maybe better put in business language, just before you get ready to execute your day, your week, your key projects, customer meetings and events, fighter pilots always sit down and hold a briefing to ensure that when we walk out the door, jump in our cockpits, put on our helmets, and start engines, that we are going to be aligned, that we're going to be flying in formation, that we're going to execute that mission at the highest possible level, and that the mission's going to be safe, that we're going to bring everyone home safely at the end of the day. So I personally love talking to businesses about the power of briefing, how fighter pilots use it to keep the team aligned and flying in formation, and showing business leaders how continuous briefing, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly, is a way to reinforce our messages, our vision, our standards, and keep the team pointed in the right direction. So